Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. First carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play and one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a 4th-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Herbert now. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Pierce. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Play action. It's Jackson. Goes right back to McBride. 4 yards the pickup. First down. The Dolphins at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Robinson with another carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Miami set to take over. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to catch.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Wan'Dale Robinson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hill left the powerful Kansas City offense last season and really improved the Miami one. A 4th All-Pro nod for the burner, and only the 11th 1,700-yard season in league history. Adds a catch and first down to his follow-up campaign there.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Robinson will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now the try here for the point after. And And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Herbert. Hurts over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. That one a first down pickup of 8. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Pierce gets this one running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Herbert's that's taken in by Okonkwo. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Patriots! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. Now Jackson. And that was caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Jackson from the shotgun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Jackson now. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Patriots.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins.
He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Able to fight through one tackle and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Pierce will try to pick it up. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Pass incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Jackson now off the bootleg. On target over the middle to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Jackson will throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Trey McBride from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Set to kick off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go play action now. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots.
Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing is Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's a quick throw to McBride.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They go play action with Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England's offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's Herbert.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Herbert's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Touchdown, Patriots. Zach Ertz from 13 yards out.
And the Patriots get a bit closer. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
New England trying to get into place on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just outperformed.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. To the air again, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value.